What's good, gang? So, if you want to do this YouTube shit, you just have to go straight into it and just do it. So that's what I'm trying to do. So, I don't really have a plan. I just want to let's just read some. Let's just read some the book 4 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Let's just read through some of it, and let me take you through some ideas, if you may say. Let's do Law 20. Let's read Law 20, page 77, right? Okay, let's go. All right, so Law 20, do not commit to anyone. This is what it reads. It is the fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any sides or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another, making them pursue you. Okay, let's read it together. Keys to power, right? Since power depends greatly on appearance, you must learn the tricks that will enhance your image. Refusing to commit to a person or a group is one of these powers, obviously. When you hold yourself back, you incur not anger, but a kind of respect. You see, when you hold yourself back from a group, they respect you more because they believe that you have some type of they believe that you are something else. You're not just like everyone else. Let's say you're in a group in school, right? And you're always going out with this group, and one day you hold back. They're definitely going to notice that. They're going to notice that, and they're going to be like, what's happening? And you might think that this is going to make them not like you. They're going to respect you more because you're able to hold back. Let's continue. You instantly seem more powerful because you make yourself ungraspable. Ungraspable. That's it. Rather than succumbing to the group or to the relationship, as most people do, this aura of power only grows with time. You see, as you keep on doing this with time and more time, the more you become a more free thinker and the more people begin to respect you. As your reputation for independence grows, more and more people will come to desire you, wanting to be the one who gets you to commit. You see, let's say like a relationship, for example, when you are not the one that's always trying to get the attention of someone, the other people must try to get your attention. Now, if you're a very nice, compassionate, empathetic person, you might feel like you need to be the one that's always trying to get the attention, trying to make things work. What you should do is hold yourself back and see what the other person does, and you'll be surprised that they actually want to get your attention now. Because if you're always that person trying to get the other person's attention, they're always going to know that. But once you remove that attention instantly, they notice that, and then they're like, what have I done? What did I do? The way you always feel, that's how they're going to feel. You get what I'm saying? All right. The moment you commit, the magic is gone. You see, the moment you begin to commit to people and you basically just connect, like you can connect with people, it's not bad. But the moment you feel like you need to commit to them and like you feel like you're obligated to be some type of way with them, that's when you lose the battle instantly. You lose instantly though. What you should do is hold yourself back. Be a free thinker, be your own self. People will try all kinds of underhand methods to get you to commit. These are what they are. They will give you gifts, shower you with favors, all to put you under obligation. Encourage the attention, stimulate the interest, but do not commit at any cost. Accept the gifts, accept the favors, if you so desire, if you want to, but be careful to maintain your aloofness. I think aloofness means like, your own independence, your own free thinking, you're spontaneous, just aloof, you get me? They don't really know what you're going to do next. It's all about being a human being, all about being unpredictable. You don't want people to know what you're going to do next. Look at Vladimir Putin right now. He's planning a war. He wants to take over the whole world. It came out of nowhere. Nobody knew he wanted to do that. You have to be a free thinker. You have to be someone that doesn't know what they're doing. Right? Accept the gifts and favors if you so desire, but be careful to maintain. Okay. Remember though, the goal is not to put people off or to make it seem like you're incapable of commitment. You don't want to make it seem like you cannot commit, right? Like the Queen Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen, you need to stir the pot, excite interest, lure people with the possibility of having you. You have to bend their attention occasionally, then but never too far. You see, I can use myself an example. Like, there's this girl, man, that like, see, girls are very big manipulators, and I think they just get that. I think they just have that naturally with them, just being like, beautiful, and like, if you're beautiful and people desire you, because as women know, men desire women more often than women desire men. So they obviously have this like instinctive manipulative. They have this manipulative desire in them just to manipulate you. What the fuck? That was a bird. Just to manipulate you, right? So this girl, when in class, and she's always like, giving me hints like she likes me and all that, but like, she never really makes it clear. And after I read this, I'm reading this, it makes it very clear what she's trying to do. She's trying to lure me in, trying to make it seem like she wants to commit, but all she's doing is wasting my time. And she's very smart. She's actually used this law very well. Maybe she doesn't even know about the law, but just because of how girls are just naturally just manipulate people, that she's used this law very well in manipulating me, but it's all right. You get me? We move past it. Girls are girls. Girls are going to be girls, but it is what it is. And when she was doing this, I was wondering why is she not doing it? Like, I'm not a simp. I'm not gonna go start giving her gifts and all this kind of shit and mentioning her. Like, I'm saying, if you're not gonna show the same type of behavior back, I'm gonna pull away. And that's what I've done. And I'm trying to see that she's trying to get my attention more, right? Freaking ice cream van, bruh. 12 o'clock, man. Ice cream van's coming out. You get me? But yeah, she used this very well against me, and I see how she done it. Very interesting, I see how she done it. All right, let's read further. Let's read further. Right, the Greek soldier and statesman Alcibiades played this game to perfection. It was Alcibiades who inspired and led the massive Athenian armada that invaded Sicily in 414 BC. When envious Athenians back home tried to bring him down by accusing him of trumped charges, he defected to the enemy, the Spartans, instead of facing a trial back home. Then, after the Athenians were defeated by, these are like words I don't even know, he left Sparta for Persia, even though the power of Sparta was now on the rise. Now, however, both the Athenians and the Spartans courted Achilles because of his influence with the Persians, and the Persians showered him with honor because of his power over the Athenians and the Spartans. He made promises to every side but committed to none, and in the end held all the cards. When you make it seem like you want something, let's say you're a guy and you want a relationship with a girl, when you allude to the girl, maybe you're making her feel nice, giving her compliments, you're always going her place, you're going out with her a lot, but you never make it clear what you want. You might think this is bad, but actually it's more human than you think. Doing this is actually very more human, because what's going to end up happening is they're going to wonder what's going on, and they're actually the ones going to bring out their true feelings for you. Now, something I think that this can go both ways, and that maybe this is a little bit manipulative, but if you want power and you don't want to feel like a bitch no more, you got to do what you got to do. You can't, because human beings know what they're doing. They know, when someone does something to you, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing in their head, right? So it's very clear. He didn't stick to any side. He made promises, but he never stuck to any side. And they actually praised him more for that, because he didn't make it clear what he wanted. And the way this seems bad, but it's actually very good. If you aspire to be powerful and influence, try the Achilles tactic. Put yourself in the middle between competing powers. Lure one side with the promise of your help. The other side always wants to outdo its enemy, will pursue you as well. As each side vies for your attention, you will immediately seem as a person of great influence and desirability. More power will accrue to you than if you had rashly committed to one side. Say Achilles, or whatever his name was, right? My nose committed to one side, right? It would seem as if, you know, he was a little bitch, you get me? Or it will seem like he let his emotions get the hold of him. Right? If he committed to one side, it would more seem as if he let his emotions get over him and, you know, he felt bad for the side. But he didn't do that. What he done is use his own influence and power to get the both sides to trust him, and in doing that, he got more love from them back. In France's July Revolution of 1830, after 3 days of riots, the statesman Talleyrand non-edly sat by his Paris window, listening to the pealing bells that signaled the riots were over. Turning to an assistant, he said, "Ah, the bells. We're winning. Who's we, mon prince?" the assistant asked. Gesturing for the man to keep quiet, Talleyrand replied, "Not a word. I tell you, who we are tomorrow." He well knew that only fools rush into a situation. Only fools rush into a situation. Committing too quickly, you lose your maneuverability. People also respect you less. Perhaps tomorrow they think you will commit to another different cause, but since you gave yourself easily to this one, commitment to one side deprives you of the advantages of time and luxury of waiting. Let others fall in love with this group or that. For your part, don't rush in. Don't lose your head. I think I've done this. I think I'm a very, this law applies to me a lot. So this girl, right, we're in class, and you know, she's not really someone that talks to a lot of people, but for some reason I felt like I needed to connect to her in some way, and in doing that, I've actually lost respect for some of the people in my class because they think that I fancy this girl, and I've made it seem that way because of I've stuck to one side. I haven't been able to get the both sides' interests. You get what I mean? So this has law applies to me a lot, and if you're someone like me or college, something like that, you're always sticking to one person and the other side sees that, they don't actually have respect for you. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but the respect that they would have for you if you were joining with both sides would be way, way more. So I was just a little, you know, the law was don't commit to anyone. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't know, make a YouTube video, try to get me so.